Hello, everyone. My name is Beata Leah. I'm an immigration attorney at Minsky, McCormick, and Halligan in Chicago, and I'm joined with attorney Aaron Lowy. And we're here today to answer a question we're getting a lot from our current clients, and that's whether or not it makes sense to move forward with their existing cases, whether it be a DACA extension or perhaps a consular processing case involving a waiver that can take years, and whether it makes any sense to go forward with those cases because, as we all know, Biden has announced a comprehensive immigration reform bill, and in fact, there have been two other bills proposed in the Senate in the last week. So does it make sense to keep working on these current cases that they already have perhaps initiated or are soon to initiate? Or does it make more sense instead to wait and see what comes out of these proposed bills and whether or not perhaps those may be more advantageous? So again, we're getting this question a lot, and so we thought we'd hop on and answer this question for our clients. So Aaron, tell us what you think clients should do in this case.
I mean, I would always advise clients to continue with a case that they already have in process. The main reason is that we don't know if reform is going to pass. There have been multiple times over the past couple decades that people have tried to get a bill through Congress. The Democrats have barely the slimmest of majorities. We just don't know if this is going to happen. And even, last time the DREAM Act was on the table, it had enough votes to pass, but wasn't brought for a vote in the House of Representatives. So given the uncertainty of immigration reform, if you have another option that you can do now, I think it's worth it. Even if reform passes, it could take 2 or 3 years. And then if the reform bill that passes winds up being a 5-year path to a green card, that's going to be years. You might have already gotten your green card had you continued with your case. So if you have a case, whatever it may be, consular process, adjustment of status, DACA renewal, initial DACA, whatever it is, I think you should continue with that. And then if you have, a case for reform, if and when it passes, we can talk about that then, and that may be a better option for you at that point. Right. What do you think, Beata?
I agree. I think it makes sense to move forward with whatever options exist right now because they do exist. And I don't think people should necessarily, I'm also hopeful. A lot of us are hopeful that there will be immigration reform, but we can't count on something that doesn't yet exist and hedge our bets and possibly lose months or years waiting in anticipation for something that may or may not come through. Whereas, for clients who are eligible for any form of relief, whether it's a green card or DACA, again, these are options that exist right now, and it's worth pursuing those options when they exist. Another reason we're recommending that clients do continue with their cases is because it is possible that either any kind of reform bill would make it a part or a requirement of the bill that you already have an approved petition or DACA status. And so it will potentially make individuals eligible or perhaps a step ahead. It could be that there could be a package that, again, requires that someone has previously sponsored you, like the 245I bill. And having that process already initiated or approved will, again, just make you a step ahead of others who perhaps waited. And so, again, just across the board, we are recommending all of our clients continue with any kind of relief that exists today. Aaron, any final thoughts on that?
I think you summed it up really well. I guess one thing I'll just add, I've had a lot of clients ask me if will their current case prevent them from taking advantage of reform or the other way around. And in general, I've never seen anything with immigration where you're limited to just one case. You can sort of have as many cases, for the most part, going as you want. So you could do the case you have now, and then if reform passes, try that as well. And like Beata said, having a pending I-130 or an approved I-130 now may help you with reform later. So I think, sort of the more options you have, the better. But again, there's just no reason not to proceed with the case you have going now. So I would just say, if you have any questions about either an existing case or whether it's worth it to start a case, you can always call our office, 312-427-6163, and one of our attorneys would be happy to help you.
All right, thank you. You can also make an appointment with one of us through our website at www.mmhpc.com. Thank you. Thank you, Erin.
Thank you.